everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. Today we are going to do an alternate project for my card club girls, but even if you're not in card club, you'll want to see how to make it. Before I get going on the card, I'll show you a couple of different things. This is the last tutorial that I did, and on this one I spritzed the velvet paper. So if you were here sitting with me having a cup of hot tea, because it's a little bit chilly here, then you could feel these cards, because the back of this is velvet, the back of this is velvet, and then we have all of the different pretty glimmer papers. This one has the hologram paper. But this particular video shows you how you can take the snowy white velvet and then the snowflake specialty paper and then use a bunch of scraps with this really fun spruced up set. You can see the ribbons on here are different, the glimmer papers are different. So it's a really fun stamp set bundle, and it has 4 of the shapes that pop out. So if you're going to mass produce cards, especially for like if you're making them for the troops or something where you want to do a lot and you don't care like what version everybody gets, this is perfect for that, and perfect for using up that glimmer paper that we all hoard, even though it gets down to tiny little pieces just because it's too pretty to throw away. So that video is up. And then for Card Club this month, the set I'm using, so the way my Card Club works, it's an online card club. I pick a set, and then if the girls want to add it on, they can, or they can substitute something similar. So today's video is the substitution video. But the actual stamp set that we are using this month is Mistletoe Magic. So this has posted, and I took the mistletoe and made it into bittersweet so you could get more use of it. And as you can see, you could switch the colors to like freesia and maybe mango or something, and kind of switch it to spring. Or you could do it in the winter and have maybe purple berries and do it like a blue and white theme. So even though it's mistletoe, I know you're creative enough that you can do other things with it. So here's the stamp set. If you're in Card Club, you have till the 10th of the month to add that on. And then this month, I also have that Holiday Essentials add-on that you can do. And when you add on things in Card Club, then I pay your shipping and handling and tax. So that's a fun little bonus. My Card Club is subscription-based. So you go and you sign up through PayPal subscriptions. You don't have to have a PayPal account. They will take it whatever form of payment. They just store it really safely and securely in there, and then it just auto bills you every month. And then if they want to add it on, they can. So in Card Club, every month, we'll say 99% of the months, they get a full spool of ribbon. They get a full package of embellishments. So this month it's the silver edged cotton ribbon and the red rhinestones. And then every month the paper is a little bit different. Probably half the months, more than half the months, you get a half a package of the designer series paper that is featured that month. So this month they're getting a half a packet of the Boughs of Holly. I misspoke in the last one, I think, because I'm going to also show you the stamp set that is for my mini retreat for Christmas cards this month. So we're using that, so I can remind you of that. I really wanted Boughs of Holly to be in the mini retreat, but it's still on back order. I'm going to check right before I post it. So if you're interested in taking the Art of Stamping Christmas version, then check back later this month, because I will have posted the registration for it. But then I have both of the papers laying on my desk, and I decided, since I couldn't use this, I love this paper. You can see one side of it here and the other side's here. So I originally wasn't going to use this because I was saving it for retreat, but I love the paper, so we're going to use it. So I think last time I called it the other one that I had set aside for this month's Card Club. So, you know, we all get confused, and the papers are pretty similar, so you could use either. So that's what they get this month as far as product. So when they are finished making their 6 projects, they also get 6 envelopes for them. There's a ton of stuff left. So then every 3 months, I take the things from the past 3 months, and I do what I call a mashup. So I might take this month's stamps, which would be Mistletoe Magic, and I might mix them with December's paper, which I have no idea what that is. And then November's set, I'm going to send a picture to them, because we're going to use a special that Stampin' Up! Has in November. So that's why we have lots of extras, and I send them, we do 6 projects, but there's 3 designs, and we do 2 of each. That way they can make one as is, and if they want to save the second one to do one of the alternates, they can. or they can save it towards the mashup, or they can do them all. And then all you have to do if you're in Card Club is before Card Club goes out the following month, which is by the 26th, they just have to send me pictures of 3 of their cards finished, whether or not they use the stamp set or not. And then they all get entered into win embellishments. And each month about 5. It started out with 3. The club just gets bigger and bigger, so more people win every month. And I love to see their cards. And I really love when somebody has made an alternate with one of them, so I can see how they've done that. So I'm going to show you the alternate now with Peace to You and Hope and Peace. These will be in my Christmas. I'm going to do an Art of Stamping Christmas retreat. It's going to be a mini. We're just going to focus on 2 stamp sets. Again, you can substitute if you don't like this and you want to use something else. I will show you some alternates. And then the second set, I'm going to check again on the Boughs of Holly. But we'll be making 6 cards that are a little bit, they're not ones you'll want to mass produce unless you figure up a fun way to do it. But they'll be a little bit more on the art side. So I'm going to use both of these. And then the card that we already made, and you can see this with the wrong paper on my channel already. It posted a few, maybe over the weekend. So this is, you can see here, they have the supplies to make this. This was actually, you would cut your own paper. So this is part of their 6x12 piece. And I just cut this 5. So it leaves us a little 2-inch strip there. And they have a tag. And then the piece that's missing from this, it's laying to the side because I don't need it. I don't know where I laid it, is a piece of sand that I stamped that on. For this one, we don't need it. And then I stamped the envelope to match. So I'm going to just lay this here, and I'm going to show you how you can do an alternate. So it's exact same supplies, but this time, and you will need, if you're in Card Club, you're going to need either white embossing powder or white stamp pad, because we will be stamping with white because this paper just calls for it. And on this one, I didn't need it. And you will also need a wink of Stella. So you'll need those 2 things this month. And then you can kind of tell from the papers what colors of ink you might need. Let's take our tag. And when you do Card Club, you don't have to have a cut and emboss machine, because anything that has to be cut and embossed will come to you that way. If you have one and you want to buy the bundle as part, once we do the bundle, you can do that. So you see this tag, and then you see, whoops, that's not the right, that's the right stamp, but this is the alternate. The stamp is a little bit bigger than the tag, but the focal point of the stamp fits on the tag. So it didn't matter to me that I was going to lose a little bit of the sides. That's okay. It doesn't all have to be there, because sometimes when you get something and it's already pre-cut, then you just got to go with the flow, right? So I'm going to stamp this with Versamark. Just right here on the tag, and it goes almost to the top. It doesn't, it's too wide and not quite long enough, but you'll see it doesn't matter. And you want to make sure you get all of the places on this, because it's got those little dots that are stars in it. So stamp that in Versamark. If you have a white pad and not a Versamark, you could use that. And then this little strip where I cut off, that's where we're going to put our words. And this is where I used the Hope and Peace. The Peace to You does come with words. I just love the Hope and Peace words. Will be on my Christmas cards this year, because every year there's a stamp set that I fall in love with as far as sentiments go. And this year it's the Hope and Peace. So I went with Emmanuel, God with Us. Oops. Here's my white powder. And you have time. Like you can see, I haven't been going fast. So if you're doing your mass producing Christmas cards, you could probably do like 5 or 6 of these and stamp them and then pour the powder on. I would do all 6 of the same. Like I would do 6 of the tags and then 6 of the sentiment. And with this one, see how it has those little stars? You want to make sure that you get in the stars. And then tap them off so any extra comes off, because you want those stars to show through, and we're going to use them on our thing. Now this is, if you want to make sure you have perfect coverage, put it in your Stamparatus. I think this stamp set, oops, and I just scraped it. I think this stamp set reminds me of, like if you're in Italy and you see the frescoes and things. So I'm perfectly fine if it looks a little bit fresco-ish. We'll just pretend it's super old. You're gonna heat it till your powder melts. And it's better if you start in one spot, and then as you see it melt, just move your gun along. If you're a waver when you emboss, then that's when things don't get melted all the way. And once you're fairly certain you have it all, just kind of move it around in the light. That looks pretty good. You don't want to melt so long that it makes your embossing powder go flat. I think if there's any time of year that you emboss, it's on your Christmas cards. It's just such a fun look. I'm just going to take this little piece of scrap here and kind of give it a little banner effect. Actually, I'm going to... This paper, you can see it has ever so faint lines in it. You can do it a little bit shorter. There we go. Easy little sentiment. And if you're mass producing or making a lot of Christmas cards, it's really easier to hand cut stuff than it is to put it all through the embossing, the cut and emboss machine. Now for this, the thing you'll love about Card Club is that so much of the work is done for you. But my goal every month is for you to learn something. So I try to come up with something that's going to teach you a little bit about stamping or a little bit about design. So for this one, I'm going to take, this is the Evening Evergreen, which is a color in the paper of our Stampin' Right marker. And the nice thing about the in colors is that you can just buy the 5-pack. So if you don't have a lot of our Stampin' Right markers, getting some of the in color sets is a good way to go. So there's little dots in here where there's stars, and I'm just sticking my bullet tip, which is super fine, down in those and kind of highlighting the fact that they're there. There's not a ton of them. And because it's embossed, you can kind of add some or not color some, and it will do both ways. Then I'm going to take my Stella, and I want them to be shimmery and shiny, but not their faces. I don't want them to be vampires. It's the nativity. So I'm not going to do their faces. And then this way their clothes, I'm not going to do his staff. It's going to add a tiny bit of, it'll make this darker. Not going to do his hand. Not going to do his face, not going to do the staff. So it's a subtle effect. It's very pretty. It's because, you know, our link of Stella is fabulous. Everybody needs like 4 of them because you never know when you're going to run out of ink, and then the brush can be used for something else. But you can see it's kind of tinting the card a little bit darker where it has the Stella. So it just allowed me to kind of highlight it without coloring it, because I didn't want them to be colored, especially on green, because their faces are green. But again, we're going for the art part of it. So I'll try to get a close-up shot on my website so you can hop over there so you can see that a little bit better. Then that's all we have to do for that. So now take the ribbon that you got in Card Club. And you just need a little piece. We're going to put the bow on the top the exact same way we did here. So you can see where I'm going with it. There's the card that we are copying. Now on this one, I did stamp the edges. On this stamp set, there wasn't anything, but because this is white, it'll really pop this nativity scene off of the top of your card. And this ribbon, if you don't have it, is so much fun. You'll be able to use it year round. It has just that little touch of silver, but it looks natural, which plays well with our mistletoe and the paper. Just add your tag just like you did with the other one. You can put any of this on dimensionals, but sometimes when you're doing Christmas cards, if you take them up to the post office and they deem them too puffy, then you know they'd like to charge you more. So it doesn't need a dimensional for this, so don't feel like you have to add one. And then we have the little die cuts that came. Now, when you add the die cuts, you don't want them to go over on this. This was kind of short, so I did want them to cover up where my stem didn't quite reach the top of my tag. This time, I need them to go to the side because you don't want them to be right on top of your star, and you most certainly don't want one right on top of Joseph's face. So I'm going to start with my biggest one, and I've just added adhesive to the tip there. I'm going to put it up to the tag and kind of, it's going to spray out more. See, this sprays kind of down. This, if you, whatever design you use, just don't complement it. You don't want to cover it. Take my other piece of pine. And then this is the berries are from the Red Glimmer. And again, if you're in Card Club, it's all cut for you. It's my husband's least favorite time of the month. Oh, he's heard to cut for Card Club because it's a pretty big group of people in Card Club. At some point in 2023, I envision having to close registration because there's only so much we can do. I'm going to take the red rhinestones, which are part of it. And then as people drop in and out, you can always pause it. Or you can, you know, if you're going to go on vacation or you just get a little overwhelmed, you can pause and restart, or you can cancel anytime. But every 6 months you're in, you get a loyalty gift on your 7th or your 13th month, which is valued at about $25. So you want to hang around to see what the gifts are because they are fun. So here we go. We have that done. This one I pressed a little bit harder, so it's a little bit more solid of a coverage. Now when I guess on this one, look, I put my rhinestones to match here because I was looking at that. And this one I did add them to the stars. Put them with your stars if you're doing this one. Here, let's switch it. I like the rhinestones up there a little bit better. And it's probably hard for you to see. I didn't want them to go all the way down. So there's one that's right under here, which I know on camera you probably can't see it, but when you're holding it, you can see through the pine that it's back there. So if you're interested in my card club, or if you're interested in my upcoming, I'm calling it a retreat. The difference between my retreats and a regular class is the videos, you get your stuff before the videos post. With my other classes, I send you the stuff as with Card Club, and then after everything's in the mail, I post it. But I think that the other one, I will do the opposite. So you know it's coming. You can be ready, you can get your stuff ready, and then I post them over the course of a weekend. Normally they're 12 cards. The last one was 9 because it was an art of stamping. This one will probably be 6 or 7-ish. And so information of that will be up. And if you want in this month's Card Club, you have to be add your add-ons or sign up by the 10th of October. Everybody have a great one, and I'll catch you back here later. Bye.